I remember with the funeral because you had a blue suit on and these glasses. So
Me?
yeah, you had your suit on and these sunglasses, and I looked. I was like, dog, if he had that Michael Jackson where he would look just like Michael Jackson. Because you had like these cheekbone structures and you're like facing out that way. Just Michael knew a lot. He knew behind the curtains.
He wouldn't join their little club. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
You could tell he didn't join the club. Michael said in that book, when they said that Michael, when Paris asked him, why can't we go to our house? And he goes, that house is...
What they did to Neverland was a mess, man. I went to go see it in April.
We'll never go back. That's not our home anymore.
They
built that place just for him. Imagine someone just destroying your castle.
He bought it. He bought the ranch and after Thriller. Imagine still living with your parents after Thriller.
Yeah, he was still in his
parents' house. He bought the ranch and then built that all up afterwards. And
Magic Kingdom. It looked just like Magic Kingdom.
They restored it, you know.
I saw it for the movie.
For the movie, yeah. Where it's so ironic that the person playing him is Jermaine's son. It's Jafar.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to think about this movie because I recently watched This Is It and I had to turn it off because I was like, this is wrong. He's like dead, high, out of his mind in that movie on opiates. And, you know, he had to take something to get him up, something to get him down in the morning. And he's got the sunglasses on. He's skeletal, 5'9", 119. And the estate is weekend at Bernieing him in theaters to still make money off this concert tour. That's kind of how I feel about the movie.
They broke his spirit, man. You could tell at the end they literally broke him. They broke him. It was just sad seeing someone with so much. Dog, he influenced the world. You talk about
everything.
Music. You can talk about how music videos, everything else, especially just don't. And I just hate the fact where, like, you know, sometimes cops we take shots at him, or not we, but some people take shots at him. Like, dog, he was proud to be a black person, man. He hated when people started making fun of him.
It was. I can't imagine what that.
Probably hurt him.
Feeling is like to be losing the pigmentation of your skin, and you're the most famous person in the world, so you go through, and it's a very rare disease, and it started in '83, so you go through whatever treatment you can, and that was the result of it, and you have to constantly explain to people.
You have to go full because, you know, people are not going to understand. Like, it's not like now. I feel like now we would have accepted him like, oh, he has vitiligo.
Yes.
Everyone has it
But
now.
it's because of him that we accept it now.
Correct.
He was a trailblazer for everything you see. And the only person who I see nakedly give appreciation to him is Beyonce, and Ariana Grande pays a lot of tribute, and The Weeknd, obviously, Bruno. But everything that we have now is because of him. There wasn't a black artist on MTV before Thriller because they said whites don't want to watch black people on TV.
I'm proud to be black. What are you talking about?
I'm a African American. I'm a proud black African American.
I would have just asked him if he was alive. I was like, then why are your kids? I think.
Well, we know why. What I could tell you about the kids. I know who those kids' fathers is.
Like one of the
Arnold Klein, his dermatologist.
My thing is why?
Because he was so afraid of them looking like Joe or him. Joe fucked him up by telling him how ugly he was.
But that's my thing is just I think Blanket is his.
Blanket's his. You look at pictures of young Blanket and you look at young Michael and you go, that's his. Got the same nose, got the same eyes.
Blanket looks like him. But I would just ask like, dog, that's why people feel like, well, if you didn't like being black, I was like, even though they look like Joe or whatever, dog, man, it's just kids don't look like.
He wanted kids really badly, and Lisa Presley wouldn't.
That gangster out there, he could have had him. He could have raised some.
Well, Lisa Presley wouldn't give him kids, and because she was like, I'm Elvis's daughter, and I already have celebrity kids. There's no way I'm doing that with you. And then they got divorced, and Arnold Klein, his dermatologist assistant, Debbie Rowe, is who he had the kids with, and we still don't know who Blanket's mother is to this day.
Blanket looks like him.
Yes, I would say he used his sperm for Blanket, and Debbie Rowe could be the mother there.
But there's like another kid that's in like
Omar Teddy, who
he's in Denmark or something like that.
Is there?
There's a Norwegian kid or something, and Joe before he dies like, yeah, that's Michael's boy.
Oh my God!
Like, that's Mike. That's Michael's boy.
I don't think that he would have kids all over the world from fucking groupies because of a story I read in this biography about him where Joe bought him a sex worker, and he was like, "You gonna learn today, boy," and then he was like, "You ain't coming out this room until it's over," and and then the two of them were in the room. This was at like 11 at night. Joe comes in the room at 7 in the morning, and she's teaching him makeup tricks. It's like when Tony Soprano walks in and sees AJ on the computer laughing, and it's like I don't think
we're having a great time, Joseph.
Come here, let's. There's a word called contouring. And I think it was Gladys Knight who said, "Look what," when she was talking about his death, she said, "Look what we did."
Dog, I just, it's crazy how like a 5-year-old knows Michael Jackson. So today I was playing the Wiz like that, and it's that's Michael Jackson. It's like, how you know about that's him right there? That's him. So it's just like you there's no way to stop the influence, and just we got cheated out of movies that he could have been in. We got cheated out of a lot of things. I could see him like being in like Star Wars.
He was supposed to be Jar Jar.
That'd have been hilarious.
But George Lucas said you're too famous for that part. I'm sorry, but he was supposed to be it. Yeah,
he was in Men in Black.
He was in Men. I could be Agent M. He was in Men in Black because he was supposed to be in Spider-Man, and they cheated him out of that, and so they put him in there.
Freaking, he could have been in Hook. Robin Williams.
Oh,
that's my favorite movie of all time.
God.
So I'm always trying to figure out how because I feel like Robin Williams played that role to the best.
He could have been Captain Hook in that movie.
No, he was going to be Peter.
Really?
He was supposed to be Peter, then everything else.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Spielberg
Oh, my
switched
God.
him.
That would have been the perfect era
So
for him.
I was just wondering, like, because Robin Williams is so quick and so witty, how would it be with Michael Jackson? That's my favorite movie. When I lived in the Netherlands, Hook, I remember I used to tell chicks, I was like, are you a famous Black American? I was like, yeah, I was in Hook. Really? Yeah, I was in Hook. I would quote all those real, like, don't listen to that brainless fungus and that stinking fairy. I got pants on. I'm the pan now. You gonna take it away from me, Rufio? If Tink believes, maybe he is. You gonna follow this drooler or the Capitan Hook?
What was
the little black kids like? And who them kids? If he ain't Peter Pan, huh? He don't show look happy, her.